Here we go. Howdy, everybody. Welcome to Step into the Portal for this somewhat special edition for my birthday.
Yay, happy birthday.
Thank you. I mean, I don't mind people knowing my birthday. I know there's some people birthdays aren't a big deal. It's fun. But hey, just getting to play Marvel Champions and getting to play with you, Ryan, is my birthday treat here. So
this is the best
thanks so much.
Gift that I could give you, Brett, from this far away. So
that is awesome. So welcome everybody to the channel, to Ryan Schoon, who's here with us. Ryan, you're from channel. What do you do as well?
That's right. So our channel is called Man vs. Meeple. We do a lot of board game content. Brandt has been on there before to talk about some of our favorite heroes within Marvel Champions. And we have done Marvel Champions live streams, but we focus on a lot of different board games. You can check out, we've done Kang on the channel, Wrecking Crew. We did the Spider-Men versus Spider-People versus Venom. And we're probably going to do something with this Mutant Genesis box too, coming up here on a live stream as well. So.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
awesome. And you've got 4 people on the channel. Is there more than 4?
We do have 4 people, four main contributors: myself, David Waybright, Emily Andrulis, and then Jeremy Howard. Jeremy is our solo guy. He plays so much solo stuff, but I can't get him into Marvel Champions. It's like the perfect solo game.
I know.
Hasn't gotten into it. I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's weird for me too. Like, I avoided a lot of deep dive on card games, playing so many board games for a while, and then it felt like COVID just kind of really was like, hey, I'm home all the time,
right?
And I play this all the time, and I'm actually excited because the My Hero Academia CCG is releasing its new set here in the next week and a half, and I'm super in on that game as well.
Really, I haven't played that one at all.
Yeah, it's really the competitive version of Champions. That's the way I describe it.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
So it doesn't have a co-op mode. So I get my competitive part by playing My Hero, and I get in. There's like 80 heroes in My Hero Academia that you can play with. So imagine Magic with 80 colors.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's not quite that way because they all have symbols, and you have to use the symbols.
I thought Marvel Champions had a lot of heroes. What are we up to?
Yeah.
We're close to 30 now, right?
We're over 30. I think we've pushed 40 now with the 4 new ones.
I would really push 40 different heroes. Wow.
I think 41 or 42 might be the count. Everybody's wishing me happy birthday. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Black Dog. Thank you, Eric. Eric, I think you're supposed to be with your family. He's here, but I think he's down in Orlando visiting all the parks. So maybe he's on his way back. He might be like, oh, I just returned.
Hey, when you're in line at Disney, I've watched plenty of board game content in line at Disney on my phone. So
true. It's true.
That happens.
Thank you, Danita, as well. Awesome.
I can't see the chat, so anybody that has any questions, just let me know and I'll do my best.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and play. We're gonna play my favorite scenario. I know originally it was like, all right, it's my birthday, I'm playing Rocket, but Ryan had not played a lot of X-Men, and I mean, I love, you might be the same as me, but when I play board games, I'm sitting there the first time I'm playing it thinking, who do I know who would love this game? And then I get so excited to teach them the game that I hope they love. Obviously, it's usually 70-75% of the time I'm right. There are those times where somebody's like, why did you think, especially happens with my wife, why did you think I would like this game?
I've been there.
But anyway, I'm so excited to play X-Men with you, and this is my favorite scenario. I call it Night of the Sentinels. It is Project Wide Awake. And I'm going to be playing Jean Grey Phoenix. Who are you playing?
I'm playing Kitty Pryde / Shadowcat with Protection, which is just such a sweet aspect for her to play with.
Yeah, it's so smooth. She just feels like she runs it so smoothly there. So
yeah, I love Kitty Pryde. Was not the one that I expected to love of the 4. But man, I love decks that do interesting things. And not that Colossus isn't interesting. And Phoenix is still interesting, but just that whole managing your solid form, it gives me Vision flashbacks a little bit, but I think I like Kitty Pryde better than Vision.
Yeah, no, that was the thing is people were, when she was kind of announced, people were like, oh, she's kind of like a better version of Vision, or it's just going to feel the same, like it's going to be neat, but like she definitely has been the underdog by far,
and very different from Vision too. It's not just like, oh, here's a better. I don't think it's a better Vision. It's a version of Vision I like better, I guess you should say.
Yeah. Tomorrow I'm playing one of my favorite Vision decks, the Intangible Vision, where he stays in intangible form and takes no damage.
I tried that. You were talking about that deck so much. I tried that deck. I got wiped out with it.
The key is you really want to shuffle the Band of Badoon in because they give you a whole bunch of minions to go grab.
Well, I was playing against Ultron with Vision because I thought that was fitting, but then I got to a point where I had like 13 drones out, and I was like, even though I'm not taking any damage, I was like, this is just unmanageable.
Yeah. It definitely gets unmanageable. So it does that. Cool. All right. Yeah. Well, if anybody has questions, you can ask them as we go per normal, but we're going to jump in here. So I'm going to switch down here and I'm going to give Ryan's camera, his face cam, the boot. So you'll just see our boards and he'll be back at the end here. Remove. Man, it's like I'm kicking you out.
No,
it wants me to report you. I don't want to report you. Don't report. No.
Please don't report me.
All right. So we are going to shuffle up here and draw. So we have a Sentinel in play. He has 2 scheme and 2 attack. He's got 16 health per player. So I've got the 32 set here. And then we just have a plethora of side schemes going on here. In fact, I should have thought to put Jessica Jones in my deck. But the main one here is Operation Zero Tolerance. So Ryan, I know you haven't played this one. So this gives us a new loss condition.
Oh, that's what we need.
So if an enemy attacks and defeats one of our allies, we have to put that ally face down under this card.
Great. I've got 1 ally in my deck. So
perfect. And if we get to 5 cards under there, it's the number of players plus 3, we lose the game.
All right.
So it's encouraging us not to block with our allies.
The only ally I have is Lockheed.
There you go.
I didn't really know that when I built this deck. This is actually a deck I modified a little bit from one on Marvel Champions from, I think it's Drew. We had a long debate if it's Drew or Dr. Zero. I think it's Drew, but I've been following this guy on Marvel Champions. He's one of my favorite deck builders. He makes some really cool decks, or he or she, I guess, makes some really cool decks. And I've been eager to play this one. So I'm going to mulligan a little bit, though. I don't need 2 preemptive strikes in my starting hand. So
good morning, Ann. Thanks for joining. Thanks, everybody, for the birthday wishes. I promise it's not like my ego thing. I appreciate everybody saying it. I'm happy to just play the game. But I never mind when it's my birthday. I think it's fun for people. I think it's fun when people talk to you. All right, so we also have Mutants at the Mall in play. And this one has an acceleration, and when we defeat it, we get a Sentinel minion, but we also get Jubilee, who we pass back and forth between us. So we have another ally. And then the Sentinel tells us when he comes out, he gets abduction protocols, which has a crisis icon, so we can't thwart the main scheme. But when we defeat this, it is removed from play permanently, and we get one of these random allies immediately in play from us. So basically the idea is, we rescued them from the Sentinels who were trying to capture them. And then finally, the main scheme goes up by 1 per player. And when it has 5 per player, or in our case, 10 on it, it will get rid of 10 and take a card from the first player and put it face down under Operation Zero Tolerance.
Yeah.
So every time we thread out, we don't go to another scheme, but we get 1 towards our loss condition. The other thing is this main scheme makes Operation Zero Tolerance permanent. So we cannot remove the threat and get rid of this one. Does all that sound good?
That sounds tough, but yeah, it sounds great.
It is tough, but it's a ton of fun. So you are the guest on the channel. You are going first. I have my nice Con of Heroes button. You should make your way up there in May of next year, Ryan.
I think I will. I was very sad to miss it this past year, but I think next year I'm definitely going to go.
And I don't think that's too bad of a drive. I'm sure it's like 10 hours or something.
it's a nice, calm 10-hour drive.
In Connecticut, it's like, oh, you want to go to the next state? That'll take 45 minutes.
Let's see what we got. So I'm going to start with Kitty Pryde, and she starts in solid mode. I can flip it. I'm not going to flip it. I actually like it being in solid mode. So we're just going to go straight to hero form. And I can ignore crisis icons, which we do have one. So I could ignore abduction protocols and go straight to the main scheme, but it doesn't start with much on it. It doesn't start with any on it, does it?
It starts with 2.
Or 2. It starts with 2. So almost all of my cards in my hand are defensive. So I don't do a lot on my actual turns.
You do get a mulligan. So if you wanted to mulligan some of those cards.
Oh no, almost every card in this deck is is for defense.
Got it.
You'll see how the deck, like, it's going to be doing a
Okay.
lot of defense stuff. And you're what aspect are you, Justice over there?
Justice. Yep.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'll just pop that tough off.
Okay.
And then let's do, oh, I don't want to lose any of these. I really like some of these cards. But I'm going to pay 3. I'm going to pay 3 to drop out phased and confused on the Sentinel.
Nice.
So that's in, and then look at that. That's perfect artwork. So when he would attack, instead of attacking, phased and confused gets discarded, and then he gets confused in the process.
Love it.
That's really it. And I did attack, so solid flips over to phased, which is exactly where I want it to be for our defense turn. So that's really it for my main turn.
Sounds good.
But she'll shine on defense.
I'm gonna pay 2 to put down a white hot room and exhaust it to give myself another Phoenix force counter. Have you played Jean Grey?
No, not yet.
All right. So the way she works is she has these Phoenix force counters, which are free resources for her. But when they're gone, she becomes unleashed and she switches her stats. So right now she can thwart for 3, but then she'll attack for 3 and her cards get powered. But if she's unleashed, her card in the deck could bring out Dark Phoenix into play.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So it gets a little hectic.
I went through her pre-con. It's very cool, but I haven't actually played it yet physically.
Yeah. All right. I will play Utopia. I'm going to try to hold my mind control since you can block for us a whole bunch.
I can.
And I will thwart for 3, and I'm going to bring down this abduction protocols here.
Like it.
All right. Draw back up. Man, I am not getting the allies that I'm looking for.
All right. I don't. Oh, okay.
Thank you, Raymond. Thanks for joining us. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. We're adding 3 threat to the main scheme, so it's going to 5 out of 10. Then he's going to attack you, but he's phased. Or sorry, he's phased. So this gets discarded. Yep. And now he's confused.
That's right. So, yep, phased and confused is gone.
So now he will attack me. Are you going to defend for me?
I am going to defend for you.
Are you defending for yourself?
I will defend. I will defend for you for sure. And when I do, no matter what happens, since I am in phased form, I will not take any damage. So bring it on.
Sounds good. All right, he's going to attack for 2, plus you get this Sentinel in front of you.
Oh, well, that sucks.
So you take no damage, and I believe you change back to solid.
I do have to change back to solid form, though. Yep, it's a 1 and done.
Yeah. And then we will each get an encounter card. So your card is going to be a Sentinel Mark 5.
So I have a Sentinel Mark 5. What's the other Sentinel I have in front of me?
A Sentinel Mark 4.
Great.
And the Roman numeral is always their health, if that helps.
That does help.
So this says if targeted for elimination is attached to your identity, then he attacks you. Otherwise, we're going to search the encounter deck, and you're going to get targeted for elimination attached to you.
Oh, great. That's what I need, is to be targeted for elimination right now.
And then I will get also a Sentinel Mark 5, and I will be targeted for elimination.
I'm just going to put, just so I don't forget, I'm going to put out my targeted for elimination. Oh, I cannot change from hero form to alter ego form. So I'm stuck as a hero, which is not, I guess, the end of the world.
Well, I have this mind control card, and I'm going to take control of one of the enemies. So that should help us out. All right.
Which one are you taking control of?
I haven't decided yet. But I'll figure it. I might take this one because it has 2 threat, and we have a lot of threat on the board right now. It has 2 scheme. Okay. So let's see here. All right. First things first, I am gonna thwart with Phoenix for 3 and get rid of abduction protocols. So that will go out of the game, and then I will take a random.
Nice.
And I get Cannonball in front of me.
All right, so Cannonball is out of the pool.
Yep. And then after an X-Men ally enters play, I exhaust Utopia, and I ready an X-Men character. So I will ready Phoenix back up.
Nice.
Then we have a lot of Sentinels, so I feel like getting another one might not be my best choice. All right. So then what I'm going to do, if I take control of this one, I could use these 2 to eliminate this one, and then you would just have to deal with this one.
Is that the 4 I'd have to deal with?
Yeah.
I'd rather deal with the 4 than the 5. That's
perfect.
For sure.
So let's try that out. So I'm going to use one of my Phoenix Force counters, and I'm going to use 3 cards here, Psychic Blast, Soul Sisters, and Mission Training to mind control this Sentinel. So the one thing to note is you can't mind control elite minions.
Oh, so you can't. Which one's elite?
Well, none of these are elite, but just in general, yeah.
I didn't realize the Sentinel Mark IV had guard. Maybe you should take him. I can actually deal with the Mark V.
Okay. So the only issue, well, I guess I can. I just can't remove threat then.
I can remove threat. I can remove. Oh, no, I'm tapped out. Okay, that's up to you then. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna. What do you have that you're gonna be able to play?
All I have is phased strike, so it's 6 damage, but I can't. I'm just gonna overkill the Sentinel Mark IV unless you can kill the Mark IV.
Yeah.
Because if you can kill the Mark IV, I can phase strike the boss. Otherwise, I have to use it on the Sentinel Mark IV.
Yeah, I think it's fine to defeat this one. I think we're just trying to gain control right now, so I don't think it's an issue. What this is going to allow me to do is to flip down, and he's confused, so I'll be able to take advantage of that. So I think it makes sense this way, but I'm not positive. So I'm going to have this Sentinel attack here for 3, and then Cannonball will attack, but he doesn't take consequential damage if he destroys, if he defeats a minion. So I don't have to worry about that. And then I will thwart for 3 to bring this down. And I will flip down because I no longer have a Sentinel in front of me. And I will give myself another counter. Nice. And I'm going to hold my telepathic trickery, so next turn I can remove 4 threat and get Jubilee for us. All right. I am done. It's all you.
All right, so I'm going to play phase strike by using my solid to generate a resource for an attack event. Plus, let's throw out this energy to play phased strike. Deal 6 damage to an enemy. So I'm going to get rid of that Sentinel there. Unfortunately, so I can discard any attachment that says hero action. Target for elimination is not a hero action, so I don't believe I can get rid of that. It's just a regular action.
Correct.
So I don't think there's any hero action needed right now. So we're just going to do the damage.
Yeah, so that it defeats the minion here, right?
Yep.
Awesome. And then are you going to switch over to phase form?
It's yeah, because I want to be able to defend that damage again.
All right. Awesome. So then we ready up and drop.
Still only get. All right.
Now it's starting to come together here. All right, looks good. Yeah, sometimes I find you have to, like anything, you have to flip up and down and get a little bit of control. Like we may get a card under here, but that's okay. It also clears 10 threat if we get a card under there, so it's not so bad.
No, that's not the end of the world.
Right. So sometimes it's just the way of it. They're giving you that space. All right, we're going to add 3 to the main scheme. Then he's going to scheme against me, but he's confused.
Yep.
And this is now under my control, so it doesn't scheme. And then he's going to attack you for 2.
Which I'm in phased form. Yeah. So I cannot take damage while I'm defending. So I'm going to Actually, this is a weird timing question. I cannot take damage, but I would be taking damage, so I can still play sidestep, right? When you would take any amount of damage, prevent 3 of that damage, because I'm not defending, so I would be taking damage until I play sidestep.
Then you count as defending, so you take no damage.
Right.
Yep. So you'd be good.
And I did that with defensive energy, which lets me draw a card.
Perfect. So yeah, so we'll have to draw first. So it's 2 + 2. So now you would take 4 damage.
Yep.
You play sidestep. You negate 3 of it, but you're defending, so you negate all of it.
Yep. And I don't have to tap to do so.
And you draw a card because of defensive energy.
Can I use that defensive energy wild as a lightning resource to pay for sidestep?
Yes.
Then I'll do 1 damage to any enemy. So you think
nice.
You don't want it to one of your... Don't you have a Sentinel? No, you got rid of him.
The Sentinel is mind controlled.
Yeah, so I don't want to deal with that. He stays mind controlled forever?
Yep.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yep. His text box becomes blank. So like had I gotten the one that had guard and patrol, it would no longer have guard and patrol, obviously. So you don't get any of their special abilities, but you get their stats.
And that did count as a defense because I played sidestep, so I do have to flip back to solid form.
Correct. Perfect. Yeah, no, that works great. All right. And you drew a card, right?
I did draw a card, yeah.
All right. Learning AI. So his scheme is increased by 1, and he now has retaliate 1, which is a pretty big pain in the butt.
Great. And that's what I could have gotten rid of.
Unfortunately, he draws assault against you. So he's attacking you again.
That's fine. Let him.
Okay. 2 + 2 is 4.
So I'm going to...
Sorry if I drew that too quick.
No, it's fine. I'm going to sidestep again.
Perfect.
I'll reduce 3 of it. But I did not play with the... Lightning is reflex, right?
Yeah.
I did not use a reflex resource, so I do not deal damage. But I prevented 3, so he does 1 to me?
Yep. And what did you pay for it with? Was it a lightning that you paid for?
No, it was fist. Or melee or whatever the fist is.
Awesome. This goes back to you. You are first player.
Yeah, I've got 2 cards left in my hand. So wait, what did we deal? Oh yeah, that was our encounter card phase. So I don't really have much I can do right now because like I said, I'm mostly a defensive character.
Sure.
So I really want to flip back to solid form or flip back to phased form. But if I do that, I can't play or get rid of targeted for elimination. That's probably fine. I don't really care about targeted.
I don't actually think targeted for elimination is a big deal. The only big deal about it is when these Mark 5s come out, they attack you.
So I'm just going to do 2 damage straight to him because that lets me flip from solid to phased again.
All right. You will take 1 from retaliate.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I'm not defending, so phased will not. Yep. So I'm at 7.
Yeah.
All right. That's not so bad.
Is that you?
That's it for me.
All right. Well, I will gain another counter. I may never switch forms here. I will flip over to Phoenix, and I'm going to play One Way or Another. One way or another. And I'm going to go get another Abduction Protocols. So I'm going to put that in play and draw 3 cards. Perfect. All right. This is going to work out well, I hope. When it goes according to plan, it works a lot better. So I'm going to exhaust Phoenix to remove 3 threat. Then I'm going to play Cyclops using a mission training, a power of justice, and wow, get rid of a lot of threat, and a team building exercise. When Cyclops comes into and using one of my resources here. And I'm just going to mark that I used it so I remember that I used it this turn. When he comes into play, he adds 2 tokens to this. And then Utopia will ready me.
Nice.
So there we go. Now I got a whole bunch to work with. So then I will exhaust myself to get rid of... Oh, wait, I got to get rid of somebody. I can have 1 more ally. Never mind. Because I have Utopia. It gives me +1. So I will get rid of Abduction Protocols, and then I will go get Wolfsbane.
All right, so
So
Wolfsbane is out of the pool as well.
Yep. Yeah, being Justice, there's pretty good odds I'm going to grab a bunch of them.
Yeah, that's fine with me. I don't need the allies, really.
All right, so Wolfsbane will come in to play, and she has piercing. Then, I shouldn't have used that now that I look at this. That's okay. We'll make it work. I could have got rid of this attachment, I think. So then we're going to use the Phoenix Firebird to attach mission training to Cyclops. So he thwarts for 3 now and has +2 health. So
yeah,
we
this
will
makes
use
sense, I guess.
We'll use him to get rid of 3 threat there, and then we'll game time him. So game time readies and heals somebody who has a training attached to them. And then for 3, we'll thwart for 3 again here. Wolfsbane will then thwart for 1 and get rid of mutants at the mall. So you get Jubilee.
Yay.
Who is now our first player marker. Are you holding any cards in your hand?
I have 2 cards in my hand.
So she has an ability. I'll let you go ahead and read it because you have her in front of you, right?
Exhaust Jubilee and spend a reflex. I don't have any reflex resources, unfortunately.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah, that's something at least. So she can just attack or whatever, but if you spend a lightning, she doesn't take any damage. So you can kind of do it.
Yeah, but she'll pass back to you right after this, right?
Yep. All right, and then kind of weird, but I think I will have my allies attack because I'm kind of going to have too many. I know it's a weird thing. So I'm going to have them attack for 5, bring him down to 24. They both take retaliate. But if I draw another ally, I want to get rid of them anyway. So there is that. All right. I am done.
I feel like my whole role is just to keep you alive.
Yeah, well, I love this mission training card. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to build a deck. And then I put a bunch of allies in and then realized, oh, you get allies. My hope was that I would be up and be able to get the card so you could go get the allies. But that timing is hard to set up.
No, it's really hard to set up.
I can't set up what the deck does. It chooses, so. Oh, we had to get a Sentinel. That's what I wanted to do. Sorry, hold on. Jubilee. I knew I had a different plan. Search the discard pile and reveal a Sentinel minion. Hold on. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to reveal this Mark IV that comes into play, and then I'm going to have them attack the Mark IV instead and kill it. When Jubilee comes out, you have to go get a Sentinel.
Oh, okay. But you're going
to. So the 5 damage goes back on the boss, but I get rid of the Sentinel. All right. I think we're good. Jubilee's now our first player token. I can put this on her so we can see that.
Yeah. So Jubilee's with me right now, but we're into the enemy phase right now, right?
We are.
So.
All right. We're adding 2 threat here. It goes to 4. So we've done a good job controlling that.
You've done a good job controlling that.
Well, you know. It's always a team, especially X-Men. You got to be a team. I actually really enjoy that. These cards, I can't wait to play some 3 and 4 player games with all these X-Men locations because they all allow other players to trigger them. So it's really, really asking you to play non-solo with those cards, you know?
Yeah.
All right. He's attacking you for 2.
He's attacking me for 2?
Yes.
I am in phased form if I defend. So I'm going to play Powerful Punch, which is a defense. When he initiates an attack, I deal 4 damage to him. So he takes 4 damage.
Nice. Perfect.
And now I am defending because Powerful Punch turns me into defending.
Yeah.
Which means phase triggers. I take 0 damage from however big this attack is.
Nice. It's a 2.
All right. And then phased flips over to solid, but I'm going to counter punch. After a hero defends against an enemy attack, deal damage equal to your hero's attack. I'm going to deal 2 more damage, which is going to flip me back to phased.
Nice. That's awesome. Love that combo.
Yeah, it's a good combo.
All right, then he is attacking me.
I will defend for you.
All right.
And I will take 0 damage because I'm phased.
And it is 3 total damage.
All right, that's fine. Phased will prevent all of it, and I'll flip back over to solid.
All right, quick pause here for some questions. So thank you. I see multiple happy birthdays. I appreciate it. Thanks, Late Night. Thanks, Garrett. Raymond asked me a question. Do you plan on playing through the entire campaign like you did with Sinister Motives and do a review of it? Yes, I do plan on doing that. In fact, it's on the channel. So if you go back, Fantasy Flight was nice enough to give us a copy at Gen Con. And so I was able to play it once the embargo lifted. And so you will see a almost 6-hour stream with Larry and I playing Shadowcat and Colossus all the way through the campaign in 6 hours. And then we did a review. It's probably about 5 hours of playing. And then the last 20 minutes, we did our live review of the campaign. So you can check that out. Mutant Genesis Campaign is the name of the video.
Nice.
It was a long day.
Yeah.
But it was fun. All right, we get another Abduction Protocols. And I get Mutant Detected. So either I can put the top card of my deck under Operation Zero Tolerance, which is probably not a good plan, or the villain attacks me and each minion. So I'm just going to take a hit here because I'm fine. I've got 9 health and I can heal if I flip down. So he's going to hit me for 3 and I'm going to go to 6. All right, Jubilee passes my way. And what are we going to do here? I really want to get this team building exercise out, but I could get rid of this so you can start dealing some damage. I also, ironically, have too many allies. Too many secrets. All right. So Cannonball is going to attack, and he's going to take Retaliate and go away. He does go to my discard pile, so I can get him back.
That's good.
So that's fun. He doesn't disappear. So he's going to attack for 2. He's out. Then I am going to thwart for 3 and have Cyclops thwart for 3 and get rid of this Abduction Protocol and get
again.
Boom, boom.
You're collecting all of the little allies. That's good.
I know. It's so fun. I should have thought to be like, oh, you should play Justice so that you can thwart those.
No, I don't care.
Life goes on.
I really
want and on a first play, it might be a little
deck.
easier to have the other person doing it anyway, you know?
I've never played a protection deck like this that operates primarily on the enemy phase. It's very interesting.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so then Boom Boom is going to attack the Sentinel, and she has this cool thing where she puts a counter, a Boom Boom counter on an enemy, and at the end of the player phase, it goes off and deals 2 damage, which I think is just super fun. All right, then I've got my Sentinel here. So I think, even though I want to play these cards, I think my best play is actually to use these 3 counters and get rid of his Retaliate so that you can start doing some damage, as well as some of these allies. And then I will put down my team building exercise. As much as I want to hold my Psychic Manipulation, I will flip down to Alter Ego. I will thwart for 3 to keep that down. I'm a huge control player, Ryan.
Yeah, I can see that.
I would be blue in Magic, I imagine. Although that whole like, oh, I could have readied somebody too. Whatever. And then I will heal myself for 2. I'm done.
Okay. Well, I don't have Jubilee anymore, and I literally have nothing. I literally have nothing to do on my main turn here. Which is rough though, because since I defended, I have no. Sorry.
If you want to flip down to get 6 cards and be able to change forms.
Yeah, I was going to ask if that was okay, because
he'll double scheme, but we'll probably be okay.
You think we'll be okay?
And worst case, we lose 1 card.
Okay, I'm going to flip down then.
And it's a great turn because if we lose a card, it'll be my card and not yours.
But I actually want to keep solid up because I want the first thing I'm going to do is attack when I come back. So
okay, yeah,
it'll flip to yeah, but I need that 6th card right now. So
yeah, for sure.
That's it really for me. I'm going to discard 1 to draw back up to 6.
I've got game times.
Ooh,
wanted that Cerebro so I could go get Storm, but I don't need more allies. So what's cool here, if you haven't seen Storm, she thwarts for 2, and then she pushes in a two additional threat to a scheme. And in this scenario, since this scheme can't go away. You just push all the extra threat. So she's an ally that thwarts for 4. All right, we ready?
Yeah.
You are readied up here. So we are adding 2 threat. This is going to go to 3. Sorry, end of the player phase. Boom, boom. This goes off. He's down to 18. Then he is going to scheme against me for 2 plus 0, and it's an advance, and we saw the other one, so we actually might get out of this unscathed. And then it schemes against you for 2 plus, oh no, we have to put this one in front of you.
Is that the 4?
It's the 4, yep. So that schemes for 2, and we go to 9 out of 10. So we'll see how this
what happens
goes.
Here.
All right. Flip up. I get a Sentinel Mark 6, which has quick strike, but since I am in alter ego, it will not quick strike me. And you get Shadow of the Past.
Oh, come on.
All right, so you get the White Queen. Have you seen hers before?
Oh yeah. Do you have the White Queen handy?
Yep.
And you have the Hellfire Club side scheme?
I do.
All
Hellfire
right,
Club
great.
is here. It's got 4 on it. The White Queen makes it so you are confused permanently.
Yeah.
And she's villainous.
Which sucks. I actually had some good thwarting this turn.
See you, Anne. Ready, Shadowcat. Oh, that might have been telling me. All right, that passes over to you. Well, we got this. We can take care of it.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a setup turn, a little bit. I'm going to pay 1 to play Electrostatic Armor, which I wish I had out for a while. And then I'm going to pay another 1 to play Hard to Ignore. So both of these are things that help me when I defend or don't take damage during attacks, which I wish I had earlier. I can't do anything about these guys, so I will just pop anything. Can you mind control the White Queen?
You cannot. She's elite.
Oh, she's elite. All right, I can deal with her after she attacks me. I can knock her out with a powerful punch. I think that's what I want to do. I'll just, I'll do 2 damage to the White Queen, and then we'll see what happens. Because if you can get rid of her, I can get rid of the Sentinel Mark IV. But
yeah, I can get rid of her with this Sentinel. So
okay,
we should be good there.
I'm switching over to phase then. Now I feel much better now that I have Hard to Ignore and Electrostatic Armor out.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, thanks, Steve. Steve's somebody I play with regularly, and he jumped on to say happy birthday.
Oh, that's so, look at all these great birthday comments.
I know, it's so fun. All right. And I get to play a space game with my wife today because she doesn't like space games, but for my birthday. So we're playing Beyond the Sun. Have you played that from Rio Grande?
I have. I love that game.
I know. I absolutely love it. I think she'll like it. I think she'll just have to admit that even though it's space, it's really good. I'm hoping. Or it could be the opposite. She'll be like, well, happy birthday. I played it.
Right. And you know what? At least she'll play with you on your birthday. That's a good sign.
Oh, yeah. No, she loves games.
There's a Beyond the Sun expansion coming out soon, too.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, I did not know that. Look at that. Fresh news. Hot news here. That's exciting. Are you going to PAX Unplugged?
Maybe.
Okay.
To TBD.
Yeah, no worries. All right. Yeah, she met Jeremy Howard at PAX Unplugged, and they chatted for a bit.
And I love Jeremy Howard, man. I was
too
on the phone with him last night. He just got back from Essen.
All right. So I'm going to play Sense of Justice, and then I'm going to put Overwatch on the Hellfire Club.
Nice.
I'm just trying to remember all the things I promised. So then I'm going to use
get rid of the White Queen.
Sentinel to get rid of the White Queen. You can get rid of that one, so I can focus on this one, right?
I can get rid of those Mark IV, yeah.
All right. So Cyclops is going to thwart for 3 off the Hellfire Club, and I'm going to trigger Overwatch, which will let me get rid of 3 on the main scheme as well.
Nice.
I will game time Cyclops so he heals, and he'll thwart again to bring this one down to 3. And I'll game time him one more time to do the same thing and clear that.
Nice. What a great turn, man. That Phoenix deck is pretty great. Is that
Well,
on
it
the
is.
data? Are you putting that one up on the
So
database?
I'm not a database. I've definitely put decks up there, but it's an extra step for me. Like I make decks,
Sure.
I play the decks, I play live, I comment on Facebook, I comment on Discord. It's like there's only so many of the iterations you can do.
Right.
And so that has been one of the things I haven't been as good about. I also make all my decks to fight the scenarios specifically. And I am guessing that a majority of people don't want to go on a website and find this is the Jean Grey Justice deck to play 2-player against the Sentinel. You know what I mean?
Right. No, that's good.
So
I wish I
that's just
had
how
that
I
kind
am.
of like being able to like tailor make it to the scenario. Like that's pretty
Yeah.
good.
I don't know why I do, Ryan. I really don't. Like
Well, I
this
did.
game has really taken to me because before that I was like you. I was trying to play 500 new games a year, 300 new games a
It's
year,
tough.
and all of a sudden I still somewhat do.
I play as much Marvel Champions as I can, but I did notice, Brent, it seems like the Mutant Genesis campaign says that you can remake your deck in between.
Yes.
But if I remember correctly, the last one said you couldn't, right? Is that, did they change that? Wasn't there one where you
The
could not remake your
Galaxy's
deck?
Most Wanted one, you couldn't change your deck.
Yeah, that was a hard
Sinister
box.
Motives, I can't remember if you could or couldn't off the top of my head. This box you can. I just looked at it this morning to see because I saw a lot of people struggling because Sabretooth is probably the hardest fight in the box.
I've been struggling with Sabretooth. I tried it on expert and got, I mean, it was a long battle of attrition that I finally lost. So I'm going to try him again on standard.
I do think Magneto's harder, and I think if you get the wrong combination on the fourth one, it can be tough. But yeah, Sabretooth's just a tough opener. So, all right, that is what I'm going to do on my turn. Except I will team building plus use my thing here, deal 4 damage to the villain.
Nice. What are we at now in phase 1? I can't see the life counter very well.
Oh, sorry. He's at 14.
Okay, 14.
Yeah, I usually announce it after I deal damage just to help. All right, so we ready everything up. It is the end of the player phase. Boom, boom. And this Mark 6 goes away.
Ooh, got a good hand again. We'll see.
Steve says he shows up, it figures Shadow of the Past would get drawn. What happened to Vision? Oh, Steve, I'm playing Vision tomorrow, not today. He's asking about that Vision deck.
Oh, yeah, that Vision. I'm interested to see how you do with that Vision deck.
And then, yeah, I'm playing with Nelson. He's Nelson all over cards. He's on Twitch.
Nice. That sounds like fun.
So, yeah. Yeah, so we're going to play that there. And, yes, Steve is saying you couldn't change aspects in some of the other ones. I feel like the Caleb design ones, you can change aspects, and the Boggs design ones, you can't. Like, straight up.
Right. Well, I think in Rise of the Red Skull,
designer.
yeah. In Rise of the Red Skull, I remember, I think you could completely change your deck in between. Like, aspect and card layout and everything.
Yep. Yeah, no, you can in this one as well, which I was thinking about doing. Like, doing expert, but where I figure out which aspect works best to fight each one and go through.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I love this game, but the campaigns are not why I'm here. So I like fighting single villains better than the campaigns personally. So hot take.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I like playing through the campaigns to say I played through them.
Agreed. And they're definitely enjoyable. It's not like they're unenjoyable. All right, he is attacking. You're ready. You're drawn up, right?
Yeah, I'm drawn up. I'm ready to go.
He's attacking you for 2.
Yes, he is. And I got to deal with the Sentinel too.
Threat is pretty controlled. If you need me to take a block, I could block for you.
No, I don't need you to take a block. I just want to make sure I do this properly. I got to save that. So what do I actually have? I'll just flat out regularly block it to trigger phased. I don't like to do that, but I will.
There's a funny combo I just realized here. If I block with this minion,
yeah,
it won't go under 0 tolerance.
Oh, that's true. No, it's fine. I got this figured out. Right.
All right.
So I'll block with Shadowcat, which triggers phase. So I do 0 damage. Or I take 0 damage.
All right. We attach this to him. He gets +8 hit points. So he's at 22.
Oh boy.
That's all right. We'll get you to do a phased jab at him at some
So I'm
point.
gonna flip over to solid now.
And now the Sentinel Mark IV is attacking you.
Yeah, I'm going to
Oh, hold on. Sorry, you defended
I did.
and you have electrostatic armor. And what's the card to the left?
Oh,
of
you're
that?
right. I have electrostatic armor, deals 1 damage.
Yeah.
And hard to ignore removes 1 threat from the scheme.
Perfect. All right.
And then this guy, I'm going to powerful punch him, which as soon as he initiates the attack, he takes 4 damage.
Boom. Done.
Which should knock him straight out. And that is an attack / defense. Oh yeah, I paid for that with the wrong card. I'm sorry.
That's not a problem.
Oh no, I can't play counterpunch because I killed him. Sorry. All right, that'll flip me back to phased. I was gonna counterpunch. Yeah, but it's fine.
Well, you could count. Oh no, you couldn't counterpunch the Sentinel because the other guy was there. Yeah.
Yep, that's right. So that's fine. I'm good.
All right. Then he's attacking me, so I will just block with this Sentinel. So 2 + 3 is 5, but he counts as a controlled minion, not an ally. So I lose my mind control, and this Sentinel will go here. But we don't lose anything there. Then we get cards. So it is a Gauntlet Beam. So we're going to attach this to the villain. He gets +1 attack, and he has piercing and ranged.
I'm not really worried about that.
And I get a Sentinel Mark III, who has toughness. And then I have to search the encounter deck, discard pile for energy barrier, and attach it to him, which gives him toughness and +2 attack. So he's attacking for 5. I really should mind control him.
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
All right. So let's see what we can do here. So I can put down this skilled investigator and clear. Okay. All right. So we will spend these 3, put down Marvel Girl.
Nice.
Actually, we'll use a team building exercise instead. So when she attacks a minion, she removes threat from the main scheme equal to their scheme value. So she will thwart for me. So I will do that. And then, how am I going to deal with him? Do you have any damage?
I have 0 damage that I can deal.
No problem. All right. So I'll put down a skilled investigator. Oh, wait. Are you exhausted?
Yeah, I am.
So Utopia readies you. I should be doing that.
Oh, well,
I can ready you, which is
great.
huge.
Yes,
that's what I should be doing. Sorry. All right. So then I can remove the Hellfire Club, which I don't think even matters right now. So I feel like we should just kill this guy. So Cyclops hits him for 2. And I'll spend 1 here for Jubilee to do her ability, and this is gone. Then I can thwart that Hellfire Club. What do I want to do here? All right, I'll get rid of this, which means I have to search for a Hellfire pawn and put it into play, which is fine. And I'm going to flip down. And I don't know if I want to gain more of these counters. I kind of want to go to mega mode. Oh, I should have drawn a card, and I've got
Dark
Storm
Phoenix
now.
mode.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I'm just going to hold these cards. I am done.
All right, can you see my cards on screen, by the way? You can see the hard to ignore and the electrostatic armor.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay. I don't know where my screen ends.
Yeah, it's just that panel We can see the bottom of that panel that your
Nice.
cards are on. So
Okay, so I got another. All right. I'm going to attack for 2. You want me to knock out something, or you want me just to do the? We actually don't have much, do we? Just
no, yeah, no. You could just hit the boss.
I do, because I really want to flip over to solid form. And then we still have that attachment, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I can pay 2 plus solid will generate me a resource for an attack event for phased strike. 6 damage to an enemy.
Nope. Read it.
Oh, I have to be in phased form.
Do you have a third resource?
No,
Oh no.
I don't.
So I got you. Here's what I'm going to do. I played Skilled Investigator on me. I'm going to play it on you.
Yeah. Let me draw a card.
And you will get to draw a card instead of me when I completed that scheme.
All right, let's do that. That way I can stay in phased form.
And see, that's the kind of cooperation I love in this game. Technically, we shouldn't do it because I drew a card, but I shuffled it back in. Like, it's more fun, right?
Yeah, we should have talked it over, and that was my
exactly.
own fault for reading the card fully.
Well, it's also a Zoom thing. Like, if we were in person, we could do it.
You have to take 2 damage off of him.
Because you didn't do that yet. Yep.
Yeah, I didn't do it yet. I will do it. Instead, thank
you.
I'll pay those 3 to do phase strike instead. So 6 damage. And then that's going to get rid of that crappy card, or that bad. I don't know what.
I think we'll get rid of the one with +8 health.
Yeah.
I think we can deal with +1 damage, right?
Yeah, the health is the one I want to get rid of.
All right. So you deal 6, he goes to 15, and then he loses 8 health. So he just went from 21 to 7. All right. Did 14 damage.
So phase strike is going to flip me back to solid. Now I'll attack for 2 and flip back to phased. There we go. Thanks for that extra card draw. That really helped.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, that's the teamwork I love.
Yeah.
In the game.
So did you do that 2 extra damage just now?
I did not. I was checking if anybody's there. It's telling me my bit rate is low on the stream, and I don't know if anybody's having issues or if it's just kind of telling me stuff. So if anybody's there and can tell me, yeah, everything sounds good. I think it is, but there. All right, he is down to 7 now. We are all set. Good. All right, we ready up and we draw up.
All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, this is not interesting. Okay.
Seems fine. All right, cool. I'm not going to worry about it then. All right, so we are going to add 2 threat to the main scheme. Then he's going to scheme against me.
Yep.
But I am going to play Psychic Manipulation.
Okay.
Which I'm convinced is one of the best cards of the game, but I haven't had a play where it's been like unbelievably good. So I'm still waiting for the game.
It's situationally good.
Yeah, I think that might be it. In solo, it's not as good too. In multiplayer, where there's a lot more threat,
yeah,
works a lot better. So, all right, so I'm going to play this. So when he schemes, he's going to remove threat from the scheme. Darn it. I still put this Hellfire Pawn into play. So he removes 2 threat, but honestly, instead of scheming for 2, it's now at 0. So it was worth 4.
Yeah, no, that was great. That was a great play.
And then these 2 schemes, so it goes back to 2 as well. Now he's going to attack you for 3.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to defend, but that's okay. So I'll defend because I don't have a card that lets me defend.
All right. +2, it's your obligation, so he's hitting you for 4.
But I'm phased, so I take 0 damage.
He takes 1 from electrostatic.
He takes 1 from electrostatic, and there's nothing on the main scheme, but we would remove 1 from it.
No, there was 2 because these.
Oh, there was 2.
So.
You're right.
Yep.
Remove 1 of it for hard to ignore.
Awesome. All right, then I'm getting a Sentinel Mark II. So if Operation Tolerance is in play, it gains Surge. So I get a Sentinel Mark VI.
Jeez.
And then he gets another Gauntlet Beam. So he's attacking for 4 now. And Jubilee passes to you. If you do end up with an extra lightning resource.
I don't have many lightning resources in my deck.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but I will let's see. I will play Shadowcat Surprise. I can do 3 damage. You assign that where. Who do you want us to get rid of?
That's fine. Yeah, we'll get rid of one of these pawns. Works
all right,
great.
that's going to untap me. I wasn't sure if you wanted because I can actually do 2 more. now.
Yeah, you can kill this Sentinel here.
All right. Well, before that though, I'm going to play Kitty's Room, which only really helps me if I'm in alter ego form, which I'm not. Let's kill whatever. I could do 2 more damage. So
Yep, perfect. That one's gone.
how much damage does Jubilee have on her right now? Just 1?
Yep.
Yeah, but I don't have a lightning bolt, so I don't want to waste her. So yeah, I think that's it for me.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't do as much during the hero phase.
Yeah, no, I love those decks though. I love doing all that. Doing everything the other way. All right, I don't think I have much here. I guess I'll gain a counter. I can't decide between gaining and not gaining. There's no threat to remove. So I'm probably going to deal some damage. All right, well, I will use my team building exercise, Rise from the Ashes, and my mental paralysis to play telekinetic attack and deal 7 damage. So I'll take him out. And then I guess Cyclops is going away. So Cyclops and Phoenix
Goodbye, Cyclops.
will attack. No, it's fine.
I'll pretend to be sad about that, but I'm not a big Cyclops fan.
So he's gone. And he gets rid of 2 of my counters. So if I get rid of these, I go to 3 attack and my cards get more powerful.
Nice.
So that's probably my plan now that we're looking to flip the villain and win the game,
get angry.
All right.
I would love if this.
And I'm not going to do anything with Marvel Girl.
I would love if this X-Men scenario brought us like the young versions of the X-Men. You know what I mean?
Oh, that would be cool too.
Like when they travel back, when they travel through time, and we get like young Cyclops and young
right. All right, I get an encounter card because I went through my deck.
All right, I'm still okay because I don't have a huge hand size.
All right. Oh, did you want to flip down with your Kitty's Room?
Yeah, I should.
Yeah. And then you'll be able to either draw a card or heal up, whatever you want.
Right, that's why I played.
So yeah, set your form to whatever you want to do.
Phased. I want that extra card.
Okay. So then when you flip down, you could have used Kitty's Room to heal for 2.
You're right. Man, look at that. That's cooperation. All right. And then we're resetting?
Yeah. All right. We're adding 2 threat here. And I just passed Jubilee, but you were first player. So he's scheming against you for 2. I do have another psychic manipulation.
I mean, 2's not. It's going to be probably like 4 or 5 added.
Yeah. Yeah, we can deal with it. 2 plus you are stunned. Oh,
that's you?
No, it's you.
That's me?
Yeah. You're much worse to get stunned than I am.
I know, that sucks.
So go to 5.
It's okay.
And then
it'll be all right.
Attacking me, and I think I just take it.
What are you at over there?
9?
I don't know. Do you want me to block with Jubilee? We lose her, but
no, I think if I get attacked again, then we'll block.
Okay.
So it's going to be 4 plus 2 is 6. So I'm down to 3. And then we get cards.
I think you should alter ego next time.
Yeah. Yeah, I can heal up if I do that. All right. So this one's going to get Surge Mark 2.
Mark 2.
Yeah. Surge. Oh no. The villain heals 5 and gains a tough status card. So
oh my gosh. Oh yeah, because So I've got Mark 2 in front of me right now.
Tough. All right, and then I have to exhaust or get rid of that. All right, so we're gonna start with Marvel Girl, who's gonna remove the tough.
Wait, you take Jubilee too, right? You got Jubilee already?
Yep, I got her there. And clear 1 threat from the main scheme. Then I think this is where I put Storm in. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I will play Storm. Are you exhausted? No, right?
No.
So I will remove 3 threat before I put Storm in, and then when she comes into play, Utopia will ready me. Then Storm. Oh, that's what I was going to have her do. All right. Instead, I'm going to get rid of the tough. And then Storm comes into play. Sorry. And then Storm's going to thwart for 4, get rid of 2 here, and push 2 to this one.
Nice.
So we can clear that. We got threat. We need damage. I will exhaust Phoenix to get rid of Warn the Others. And then I will use my telepathic trickery to play Phoenix Firebird. Spend a counter ready. I will flip to this side. And I will exhaust to heal. Go to 6 plus get a counter. And then White Hot Room will heal me. And I'm almost back to full.
Nice.
When it works, it works.
Good turn.
I did not get rid of your person here in front of
I
you.
know. I can get rid of the Mark II.
All right. You are
Ready?
stunned too. Yep.
I know that sucks, but I can get rid of it. All right, I'm gonna.
We got you.
I'm in mass. Or yeah, I'm in. What am I in? Phase form. Yeah, phase form. Draw a card. Yep. Oh, this is a good one. I've been waiting for my first Defiance. I finally drew one. It's a great card
There
for
you
this
go.
deck. I want to actually. I'm going to flip to solid mass form now. I will flip to Kitty. Flip to Shadowcat. I'm going to just activate to get rid of that stun. And then we don't have any threat to worry about right now, do we?
No.
None
It's
at
all
all.
damage to the boss.
So I will. So we have no thwart to worry about. I will put out Flow Like Water. After I play defense card, I deal 1 damage to the attacking enemy. So that's good.
Nice.
And then 1 tap that solid for a resource and acute control for a resource to play Shadowcat Surprise. Deal 3 damage to an enemy. You don't have any minions on you, do you?
Nope.
I do though. I'll get rid of that Sentinel in front of me. Just 2
Yeah,
HP on him, right?
Yeah, but couldn't you actually deal 3 to the boss?
Oh, you're right.
And
2
then
to him.
exhaust to deal 2 here?
I could.
I mean, it's not a big deal. It's 1 damage difference.
No,
but hey,
and that's fine.
that could be the differential.
Yep. 3 to the boss, 2 to the Sentinel. Kill the Sentinel.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And then you're in phase form, right?
I am in phased form. Yep.
Nice. What is your health at? Are you full?
I'm at full health.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I mean, I've barely taken any damage this whole game.
Sure, yeah.
I almost don't even need a health dial to play this version of Shadowcat.
All right, I've got a telekinetic attack, and then if there's something that comes out, I can mind control again, and we could just grab something huge and just have that thing pummel the boss.
And also, I'm in a really good place now for this next turn. This deck is I'm starting to get my stuff all set up. So.
Yep. And if you end up needing a blocker for whatever, I have Marvel Girl. Like, we don't have any cards under there, so we're fine. All right, here we go. Yep, villain phase. You ready?
Let me reset. I'm ready.
2 plus 0. So he's going to scheme and go to 4. That's against me.
Yeah, no, he's attacking me, right?
Now he's attacking you.
All right. I'm going to let him.
Okay.
But I'm going to, yeah.
Is it a before or after?
Yeah, it's a before Defiance.
Okay, got it. And you cancel the card. Perfect.
When a boost card would be turned face up, discard it instead. I think I have to do that before I see the boost card. So.
Yep, you do.
All right, that does count as a defense. So I'm defending.
So you take
now,
no damage.
I'll take 0 damage from that.
Amazing.
And then he takes 2 damage because I played a defense card.
Right.
And I defended. and hard to ignore. We'll remove 1 from the main scheme.
Nice. That's awesome. And counterpunch?
Well, I don't think I have it, but I don't think I need it because I don't need to defend again this round. So I don't need to go back to phase. I use counterpunch to get back into phased form.
Oh, I see. Got it. Oh, I get you. Not just to deal damage.
Right. So if I need to block for both of us, I
Yeah,
could be in phase form for both attacks. Right.
I get that. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. I get an encounter card. He runs his deck out, so we'll accelerate. And we should be on the home stretch here. I always find once you flip the villain to the next phase, it's usually pretty close to the end.
Well, we're almost through phase 1.
Yeah. I should be able to push some more damage with you too.
That Shadows of the Past really set us back a bit.
It is a bit. All right, here we go. So I will draw Telepathic Restraint. So I am stunned while this is in play. Speaking of the Shadow of the Past, all right, he heals 5 damage and gets a tough again.
Nice. Okay. Well,
we're back to that.
Tough I can get rid of.
Jubilee is
Passes
yours.
to
Yeah,
me.
you can use Jubilee if you have to as well.
Well, I finally do have a lightning resource in my hand.
There you go.
So let's do it. That'll get rid of the tough at least.
Yeah.
And then what do we have? What do we have for threat right now?
3. So it's not an issue.
Yeah, but it's really all I can get rid of. I might as well get rid of it.
Okay.
But I would lose my count. Are you staying in hero form this turn?
I'm down. I will flip up though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But yeah, you're going to be back in hero form. I'm staying in hero form. What do I want to do? This is tough. This is a tough call. I need to get back into phased form, so I'm going to attack for 2. Just to get back into phased form.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to hold on to everything else in my hand for the defense phase. Yep. That's it.
Sounds good.
Do your magic.
All right. I'll try my best. I'm going to heal back up. I'm going to flip. I'm going to, if I use this to flip him, he's going to put that out. I should be able to get there, huh? All right. 1, 2, 3. I hate getting rid of this mind control, but oh wait, I can't do that because I am stunned.
Oh no.
All right, so I'll just have to wait a second here. All right, so I will spend these 2 to get rid of my telepathic restraint. That's gonna have to go. Then I will spend one of my counters to put mission training on Storm. Did you get rid of this threat?
I got rid of, no, I didn't end up getting rid of threat.
Okay. So then
I
I will clear the threat. I'll have Storm deal 2 damage. Now I could do the telekinetic attack there. Does that make sense? I think so. All right, so then I'll do, before Storm deals damage, I will do 2 game times and my team building exercise to play telekinetic attack and deal 7 damage, which will flip him.
Yes, it will.
So now he's steady, which means he needs 2 stun or whatnot. And then we go get an abduction protocols.
Yep.
And that will have 6 on it. And he's going to go to, I believe it's 18 health per player. So 36 damage is what we need to do. So then Storm is going to clear 2 and push 2 off of this. And Marvel Girl's going to clear it. She's going to push 2 to here to go to 10. And I get Richter. So when Richter comes in, I will trigger this to ready Phoenix.
And that's it. We've rescued all the allies, right?
That's everybody. So then Richter's going to deal a damage here, get rid of tough, and then he deals a damage to everybody in front of me, including the villain. And I will attack and deal a damage. 34. All right, there we go.
All right, reset.
Yeah, we'll see where we can get. So it's all big damage. Hopefully you'll draw some of your surprises and your
I've got some stuff here,
powerful
but
punches.
You're gonna have to deal me an encounter card because I just went through my deck.
All right.
Unfortunately.
That's all right.
I'm still first player, right?
You are.
Good. I'll be able to block for both of us without any problem.
Nice. All right, he's adding 3 threat to the main scheme. Wow, we have just totally kept that under wraps.
We've
All
been
right,
doing
he's
a lot of
attacking you.
thwarting.
Yeah, he's attacking you for 5.
All right, I'm going to discard whatever the boost card would be.
Okay, it's gone. It was an advance.
And so that triggers my defense. So phase goes off. I take 0 damage.
Yep.
He takes 2 damage because I played a defense and I defended.
Yep.
And we're going to remove 1 threat from the main scheme.
Nice.
All right. And then I'm going to play counter punch because that'll flip me back over to solid. So I'll play counter punch. It's going to do
Perfect.
2 damage to him. And that flips me back over to phased.
Nice. All right, now he's attacking me, and I think you're defending for me.
I am defending for you. Will Defiance again make me the target of the attack because it's a defense card, right?
No, because read it. I think it's when a card in front of you.
No, it just says when any boost card on an enemy. Oh, attacking you. You're right. So I will defend. I'll defend against it. I will play Defiance to cancel the boost card, even though I'm taking phased.
It was smart because you were going to get stunned.
Yeah, well, that's good. And I'm also doing that though because that triggers full like water. So it takes 2 more damage.
Nice.
And now I'm back into solid form and I take 0.
28. All right, now we just get our encounter cards.
Yeah, unfortunately now I'm tapped out for this, but
you get Shadow of the Past again, so it just surges.
Goodness gracious. What's my surge?
It is an energy barrier, which goes on an enemy, but there aren't any, or a minion, so it surges. You get the White Queen.
Oh, she's back.
And Sentinel Mark 6 is going to quick strike you for 2.
I can't do anything about that. So
that's fine. And I get a Sentinel Mark 5, and it's going to attack me because I have targeted for elimination. All right, so we got to decide damage versus enemies. I think we're a little smarter to take down some enemies here. I do actually have my mental paralysis. Unfortunately, I can unleash Phoenix, but it's not a lot to hit with that. So let me see. I can deal 1, deal 3. So let me deal 1 to this Sentinel. And then sorry, trying to figure this out.
Okay.
I will use my mental paralysis and my last. See, I need that counter. I use my mental paralysis to play my Cerebro. I'm going to use Telekinetic Shield to play Phoenix Firebird, remove a counter. So I go Unleashed and I ready. So now I thwart for 1, but I attack for 3. So I'm going to attack for 3 on the White Queen. Then I'll spend this resource to have Jubilee deal 2 damage to the White Queen. So she's
that's
out.
Right. You have Jubilee. Thank you for getting rid of the White Queen.
Yep. Then I will. Then I don't know what I can do. 1. You can deal 1, 2, 3, 4. So somewhere there, I probably missed the damage I could have done. So I'm just gonna have to leave this one in front of me. I don't know that I can get rid of that Sentinel, but I can at least hit him once. And then I can hit the boss once and hit the one in front of me. And I think if you had 2 more damage here, does that help, or should I have Storm remove threat? I feel like threat maybe not really be an issue.
I can't. I'm tapped out already, so
Okay,
I
got
can't
it.
do much on my turn again. So I'm
All right,
doing
well,
my work during the enemy phase.
In that case, I will have her go to 3 and just get rid of this threat so it's under control. I'll flip here. I'll heal 2 damage. And then I will use Cerebro to go get an ally from my deck. Got boom, boom. Do I have Cyclops? Yep. So I'll just put Cyclops in my hand. Go ahead.
All right. Well, like I said, I'm tapped out. I don't have much I can do. So I think I need to. Are we okay on threat if I flip?
Yeah. Yeah, you can flip.
All right. Then I'm gonna flip. That way I can heal 2 damage from me, get back to my full 9, and flip over to phase so that next turn I can draw a card. And that's really all I'm really worried about right now. So.
Oh, wait. No. Neither of us can flip.
Oh, why is that?
Because of targeted for elimination. Did you get rid of yours?
Oh, no, I should have. I could have. If you just take 2 damage off of him, I could have.
Okay.
Let's just do that. I forgot about that.
So then I've got to figure out if I
do
put
I have
that
a Sentinel
damage.
minion? I have a Sentinel minion engaged with me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He just came out. Anyway.
So I think I just have to stay up and not do Cerebro. Was I at 6? I think so. All right. Yeah. I'm just gonna have to stay up and figure it out. All right, we're good?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ready up here? Yeah, hopefully we'll draw that damage. All right, he's adding 3 threat. He's attacking me for 5. So I'm just gonna block with somebody at this point.
Yeah, because I can't.
We have 0 under there, so that's gonna be 8 damage that I just avoided. So I'll happily trade that. All right. Then this one's gonna attack me for 3. I'll take that. And then he's going to scheme against you for 2 plus 2 is 4. And this one for 2 is 6. So this goes to 9 out of 10 again.
Oof. Well, I can kind of deal with that when it gets back to me.
All right. We get an energy barrier on somebody.
Got to go on my guy, right?
No, I've got one over here.
Oh, you do? Okay. I couldn't tell if that was your ally.
We'll put it on in front of you because you can block damage a little better than me.
I can block damage pretty well, I think.
And a Sentinel Mark IV as well.
I've taken 4 damage this entire game so far.
There you go. And you get Jubilee. It is your turn.
All right. Where's Jubilee? There she is. Right. Well, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm in phased form. So I'm going to exhaust Kitty's room to draw a card. And ooh, that changed things. Do we have anything that we need to get rid of with hero actions right now?
Yeah, there's 2 gauntlet beams giving him +1.
Okay.
We're kind of blocking it, but you could do it.
I might.
But this guy does have guard, so you'd have to get rid of him first.
How much HP does he have left?
4. You also have Jubilee if you have a lightning.
I do. So let's get rid of 2 from Jubilee, and then I'll attack him for 2. Flipping me over to a solid form.
Nice.
And I will use solid form to generate a resource plus airwalk and whatever this intangible interference. I'll play phase strike, 6 damage.
Perfect.
Oh, I'm not in, but that would take me out of. How did I end up in solid form?
Did you attack? Did you just attack and not flip?
Yeah, why did I think I needed to be? I thought I needed to be in solid. I'm just gonna do that in reverse order. Yeah, I'm gonna do that in reverse order. So I can phase strike 4, 6, and then do 2. So it's still 8 total.
Well, unfortunately, this guy has guard. That might have been the reason.
Oh, that was the reason. Okay. No, when do I switch? It's after I attack or defend.
Yeah.
So that's not after I initiate the attack. That's after the attack is completed.
Yeah.
All right, then I'm going to do things a little differently. I still want to do that phase strike, so let me take my stuff back. I will, first of all, before I do that, play Shadowcat Surprise. Deal 3 damage to an enemy.
Okay.
So my Sentinel guy should be dead, right? The one with guard?
Yep.
Well, because I did 2 with Jubilee and 2 with Shadowcat.
Yep.
Kill him, right?
You're good.
And then
Correct.
3 more.
Oh, okay, you're doing 3 more, so that's going to go on.
Shadowcat Surprise, which will untap me and put me back into phased form.
And now deal 6.
Yeah, but that means I don't get to play Unflappable, which I wanted to play, but oh well. Yeah, deal 6 and get rid of one of those things.
Nice.
And I also lose my thwart ability too, but I can still thwart for 2. So I'll just do that and thwart for 2.
All right.
And that's it.
All right. I will play Psychic Blast, which deals 4 damage to the villain. And if I'm unleashed, 4 damage to everything in front of me. So this guy's gone. Then I will have Storm attack him for 2. Bring him down to 13. I will then... Oh, 1 short. I'm 1 damage short. Where is there a resource?
I can't. I'm out of cards and everything.
3. I don't have anything on here. All right. So I guess instead of Storm dealing the 2 damage, she'll have to thwart. So she'll get rid of 2 and push 2 to here. I thought I had it because I had a game time to ready her and deal more damage. But then I have telekinetic attack for 9, and I can attack for 3, and he would have been at 1 health. So instead, what I'll do is I'll use Phoenix to attack and get rid of this tough. And then I will use my team building exercise and these 2 to do telekinetic attack and hit him for 9 with overkill. So 4 plus 3 brings the villain down to 12.
This is what happens when Dark Phoenix comes out.
Yeah, we should be in pretty good shape. Trying to decide if I want to flip and go get somebody. I think so, because our cards are so high.
Flip to Alter Ego, you mean?
Yeah, I'm at 3 health. That's my main.
I mean, I can defend for you again, but yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I think this will work. And then I'll just use Cerebro to go get Cyclops again. All right, this should be our final turn.
Yeah, you think we got it?
Yeah. Definitely.
All right.
We're adding 2 threat here. Drawing back up.
Yep.
Then he is attacking you for 4.
Yep. I will defend with sidestep.
All right. +1 is 5.
I actually take no damage. Even with sidestep, I still take 0 damage. And I get to draw a card.
Okay.
Sidestep does 1 damage. Full like water does 1 damage. Electrostatic armor does 1 damage. So 3 total damage.
Perfect.
And I'll tap hard to ignore to remove a threat from the main scheme.
Amazing.
That flips me back over to solid form. I don't need to counterpunch, right? Because you're in
yeah,
but this is towards the end of the game. I might as well counterpunch.
All right, that's 2 more. He's down to 7.
Down to 2 more, and then I'll flip. That flips me back into phase form just in case.
All right. He's scheming
Actually,
against me.
It's optional, isn't it? It's optional.
You want to stay? Yeah, it is optional.
It's not a forced response. The other side is a forced response. All right.
Correct.
I'm done with my defense.
He schemes for 2 plus 3 is 5. We're back at 9, just like we have danced around all day. We've survived that. So Here are our cards. This is his only chance. Oh my gosh, he gains +8 health.
What?
Oh man, and you are permanently phased. Oh no. So you got your obligation. I don't know if you have that handy.
I do have it handy. It's
You can't
right.
attack, defend, or change mass form until you go to alter ego and exhaust.
What did I do with it? Oh well.
Do I
That's
have
fine.
15 damage? Oh my goodness.
I mean, you might
All
get
right,
rid
so
of her.
I will Cerebro here and see who's left in my deck. So
That's the one thing I maybe don't have. I think I left it in the Sabretooth deck. It's shuffled
Okay.
in.
Yeah, it makes sense. For sure. All right, we got to find this damage. So we're set there. We're going to gain a counter. We're going to flip. We're going to attack him for 3. I'm just going to see if I can deal the 15. Because unfortunately, I think you're out, right?
I am out. Well, no, I mean, I can. Oh, because I can't attack at all, can I?
Right. So you'd have to use like allies or something.
If you can't do 15, he's dead as soon as he attacks us. So
okay.
Either
Well, you
way.
can't defend either.
No, I haven't acted yet.
Okay, got it.
So I'm gonna get rid of my obligation.
So I don't think I can do one way or another. So team building exercise, one way or another, and my suit are going to play Cyclops. Cyclops comes in and gives me 2 tokens. And then he readies me. So I deal 3 more to bring him to 9. Then I will use... Oh, perfect. I will use these 3 that are all wilds to get rid of the upgrade to bring him to 1.
Oh, wow.
And then Jubilee will have her day in court.
Nice.
For the win. Nice.
That was well done.
There you go. Do you want to log your phone back in to do like a 5-minute or so?
Let's talk about what just happened.
All right. I'm going to go to this one while you do that. Sorry, that took a little longer than I anticipated.
Well, it's because I'm not really participating.
And that was not my intent. I think I have learned that, when you're like, ooh, let's play this scenario, like have that person play Justice so they can get all those allies and whatnot. Or at least on a second play of it, I didn't expect it to be that effective and take all of the allies. But again, like you're saying, it's a cooperative game, so the joy is like, oh, look at that player's doing well, and we're getting a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah. I can't rejoin the meeting, Brandt, because you removed me. It says you've been removed from this meeting. It's fine. People can hear my voice still. So
yeah, no, we're good.
Some people don't like playing protection, I think, because of what just happened, where, okay, I'm not really contributing to the game and I'm just like watching you do so much. But at the same time, you just have to find joy in playing protection the joy of playing protection is those combos of realizing I got to the end of the game with completely full health. I only took 4 damage that entire game.
Right.
It's a cool feeling to play defensively and to be able to play so many cards on the enemy's turn. So it's not the glory of,
right,
being the main attacker or like doing 17 damage in one turn, but it's fun to play protection and it's needed.
Yeah.
Like you probably would have died, there's no way. Like if
for sure, my health was super low many times.
But like all those turns where I was able to defend for both of us and use phased form on both defenses was pretty cool. Like that's what I wanted to be able to do with Groot, and I never really got Groot to work like that. But this deck really lets you block like crazy and never take any damage for doing so.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's so cool how they made her, and that is a part of her. At the same time, I feel like she does so well in aggression and protection because of using attack and defense. But Justice is neat because that Shadowcat surprise, you can thwart, ready yourself, dealing damage, and then thwart again, so you can kind of be the threat control person. She does really well from boosting her stats, that, and you were kind of using the defend to deal damage, but also, anything where you can boost her stats in aggression or justice, then she can just increase what she pushes. Thank you. People are saying good job, good game. They said your deck would work really well against Senator Kelly, so maybe you'll have to try that, Ryan.
Yeah, I might. This deck would,
and thank you, David says happy birthday. David, I've played with several times at Con of Heroes, so that was fun.
I'm gonna make Con of Heroes a priority next year for sure.
Nice. Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun.
Seemed like it was such a great con.
Yeah, Phoenix is interesting because when the game goes longer, like that one did, you can see how she controls, and then she becomes so powerful because her cards just become twice as powerful.
Well, that's the thing.
So she switches over to a damage dealer, which is really interesting.
That's what's so great about having somebody like Shadowcat on protection, is because you can actually let the game go a little longer without being in a bad. Because usually, if the game goes too long, it can be really bad for you.
Right.
But like, there's that sweet spot. Like, that's why I like playing Iron Man with protection, because Iron Man can extend the game long enough to completely build out his whole suit, basically, and then you just destroy everybody with Iron Man. And Phoenix can't do that. But if you have somebody playing protection with Phoenix to like keep her alive long enough to do what you did, where you're like full Dark Phoenix mode for a couple turns, that game is over.
Yeah. No, it was events. I mean, she just attacks for 3, and anything that could ready her, just made it that much more powerful. So what did you think of this scenario?
That was a cool scenario. I feel like it was very thematic. I love that idea. Like, I can almost picture like every turn, it's just like the scene in the cartoon where the Sentinels are just coming down from the sky,
right?
Because it's like we just had Sentinels dropping left and right all over the place. You mind controlling the Sentinel though early on in the game was so cool. It just felt very thematic. And of course, like Night of the Sentinels was the first ever X-Men episode of the cartoon series, right? Like that was what got me into like watching that episode and seeing those Sentinels, and that was where I met all the X-Men. So this scenario feels very nostalgic for me. I really wish that we had the Gambit set out, because I think playing Gambit versus the Sentinels would be very like rescuing Jubilee with Gambit and stuff. Getting a Gambit and Wolverine side by side would be very thematic for this one.
Yeah, it's funny when you start mentioning that, and I don't actually remember like when the X-Men cartoon was on, but I remember
3 or 4.
Right, but I don't remember if it was on like afternoons or Saturday
mornings, man.
Was it a Saturday morning one?
I know that because I quit bowling league so I could be at home to watch it. That's not even a lie.
I remember I would get off the bus, so the bus would drop us off. We were the last kids off, and it was the far end of my street. I was the last person. So I would walk all the way back, and everybody, see you. There was like 6 or 7 of us, and everybody would get to their house, and mine was the last house the other way.
Yeah.
And then I'd go in my house, I'd get a snack, I'd get my homework out, whatever it was. Of course, this is like 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th grade, so my homework wasn't overwhelming. And I put on whatever cartoon. It was like Animaniacs or Looney Tunes, or was it Tiny Toons? Was that like the Looney Tunes Junior? And it's something like X-Men, something like that. And so it was Saturday morning. So this one's a little different. And I would like do whatever homework I had to do. And it was like, then I was out the door at my friend's house till the dark. But I remember that, like, have a snack, go to my house, knock my homework out. And then it was like, I felt like if I was out till dark, my parents were never going to say like, oh, you didn't get your homework done or whatever. So I remember always thinking that, like, perfect system.
Yeah.
But I guess this was Saturday morning. So it must have been
Saturday. I remember there was a whole block of like Saturday morning cartoons with X-Men, and like Where's Waldo maybe was one of the cartoons.
Okay.
There was
I remember Power Rangers, like later on, right? Probably like 95, 96.
Yeah, I don't remember what day of the week Power Rangers was on though. But yeah, I watched a lot of Power Rangers too.
Cool. Awesome. Well, it doesn't look like we have too many questions here, which is fine. That game we're in a little bit longer. So thank you, Ryan, for joining me. Did you have any other thoughts or anything?
I mean, thanks for the great game. It was a lot of fun to finally get to be on and do this for your birthday. That was a great scenario. And
I appreciate you reaching out and saying, let's do it.
Props to Drew for this this deck.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a very cool deck. I'm really looking forward to your Intangible Vision. I think I'd like to come back on and play the Black Widow alter ego deck where she never flips to hero mode. I just like playing those interesting kind of decks that do things a little differently. So it's a lot of fun.
Nice. Awesome. Well, thank you, Ryan. check out Ryan's channel,
Man
Man
versus
vs. Meeple. You can go there. They cover a little bit of Champions and a whole bunch of board games, but you never know when you're going to find stuff out. And like I said, there's 4 different reviewers and people working on the channel, so there's lots and lots of content over there as well for you. And you never know when you're going to find a game. I just played this the other day, the Star Wars.
Oh yeah, I just got that in. I'm dying to play it.
And I'm impressed every time I play a Pandemic game that I forget that I really enjoy Pandemic.
I do too, actually. I still do. I have every version of Pandemic, the Warcraft version, the Cthulhu version, all of them.
We were the first year I went to Gen Con, we were in the Pandemic tournament. That's kind of partly why we went to Gen Con. And then we started going, and we were one turn away from going to Germany for the championship.
Oh, no.
And Jakarta came out, and I'll never forget Jakarta and popped us, and we lost.
I did the Pandemic tournament one time, but we lost because it was timed, right? So like we didn't win because somebody else got it done faster, which I didn't realize was necessarily the end goal. I thought that the scenario was going to be hard. So I was doing like the Pandemic work of like preparing for, and then it ended up being like a very easy setup. And I was like, man, we really wasted so much time prepping for the disaster that never came. So it was a fun time though.
Yeah, this one's very different. It feels very Star Wars. It adds a lot more tactical over the general strategic. Cool. And my favorite part is the cards are face up on the table in front of you, and you exhaust them, but you don't discard them to use them.
That is cool. Yeah.
And then instead you take damage, and then you have to choose which cards you want to discard.
Yeah.
It's way better for like playing with kids or people who are really into Star Wars, but not necessarily like co-op strategy. Pandemic is their thing, which makes sense, right? That's what they're designing it for. So it was really fun.
Yeah.
So people can check that out. I actually did a live play yesterday on the channel, so people can check that out. So.
We're going to do it here sometime in the next couple of weeks. So
nice.
Yeah, watch MVM. We do live streams every Wednesday. I know you do Wednesday too. Hopefully they don't, conflict, but we do Wednesday afternoons.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'm usually in that time frame, so should be good. So
yeah,
cool. All right, well, thank you everybody. Thanks again to Ryan.
Yeah,
my name is the Brandt, and until next time, I hope you step into the portal.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. All right, we are not live.